Hello guys, welcome back to another deck profile video. As you see, is Fire Kings. First of all, excuse my voice, I'm a bit sick. And I wanted to let you know that I will be playing this deck for the next few months because I will be going to West Bologna, and I feel like Chimera is not really in a place that can help me top the event. And to be honest, I wanted to cover more meta matchups and do a more meta analysis and generally more stuff about the competitive scene. So the content will switch from now on to a bit more competitive content. So let's start with deck profile. I played two Ponyx. I feel like this card is too good to be at one. Just one Ponyx gives you a lot of cards, and to be honest, the issue with this deck is that you might break sometimes. So playing another extender is like too good for me. I played two Volcanics because my third one has not arrived yet, but I will be playing three Volcanics and three Impulse, but I just don't have them yet. Three Kirin, absolutely mandatory. One of the best cards in the deck, good for grind game and good for board breaking and dodging hand traps. You must play three. Jesse Cotton also said that you must play three of these. One Garunix to one OG Garunix. You bring this too often. And the cool thing I did is that I summoned it. I crashed on one of the opponent's monsters and I got the battle phase effect. Because this card has a very good battle phase effect that when it's destroyed, you bring out a Fire King. So I had 0 cards, I had just this. My opponent attacked it. I summoned Ponyx, and Ponyx then added follow-up, so it's very good. One Arvata, main end board, and negate of the deck is very good. You play 3 Witch. Shout out to Gamaron, by the way, for giving me all of the Snake Eye cards. I love you, bro. Speaking of Snake Eye, you play 1 Ash, 1 Poplar, and 1 Oak. I tested the deck without Oak. It doesn't matter if you play it, it doesn't matter if you do, it's just good follow-up. It's good against shifter decks because you summon this, you get this, or with Volcanics you add Ponyx, and you summon Futso. And after you summon Futso, you need a good card to retrieve your materials back. So Oak is good. And lastly, one Flamberge, because it's Flamberge. Ban this card, please. Now on to the spells. I play all 3 Fire King spells. This card is way too good. And because you play 2 Ponyx, I play this card. And I found out that because you might open this, you don't want to be having a useless Ponyx. So that's why I play Skyburn. And it's also very good both for going second and for going first. So I don't know why you shouldn't play it. 3 Wounded and 1 Deception. I don't have more, but even if I did, I don't think I would play more. This card is good, but it's not like the greatest to open. You mainly want to set it off of Witch, so it doesn't really matter having more of this. And 1 Holo de Azamina, of course, and lastly 1 Simple Spell Snake Eye, very good card. Onto the extenders, you play 3 Bonfire and 1 for 1. Basically, is a better way to play around hand traps. You summon more monsters, and 1 for 1 is better if you play Oak, because if you get disrupted, you can summon Oak and then summon your stuff back and go for extra plays. Hand traps, you play 12 non-engine. I play these. These will probably be Impulse once they arrive, and I will have more Fugaros in the future, so I don't know if I would still main draw. This card is a 43 card deck list, and lastly play 1 Colby because it's too good. What I will change in the future is I will play my third Volcanics, and I don't know if I will be playing 2 Ponyx or 1. But this ratio was too good for me, especially for my locals. every time I drew it, I either went first or it got asked. So it's not that bad of a card. Extra deck, of course, fusion deck, right? You play the two Azamina. Very good cards. Honestly, these cards were what the deck was missing, and this card is way too good. One thing you should remember is that when it gets destroyed, it adds a Sinful Spoils card. So what I did was like I summoned, I added the Sinful Spoils, then I destroyed it with Island. I added another Sinful Spoils plus a Fire King, and then I returned it and added the Fusion spell. So I had +4 cards, and Volcanics then destroyed another Fire Master to summon Garunix. So you don't miss anything by destroying this card. And this is just an non-negate. Link Force, you play all of these. This card is so good in this deck because um, if you have both Snake Eye access and Fire King access, you place in the spell trap zone Arvata. So when you summon Arvata with Flammers, you don't have the IP play, but with this you have, because when it gets destroyed with Arvata effect, for let's say, you summon back a Link 3 or lower, so you summon back IP. So you have also the Snake Eye N-board. And Prince, of course, this deck is very mandatory. I would consider playing two, but I just don't have space because I really need to play all of these cards. One IP, very good card. Dark and Hita, amazing, especially in the mirror match. And because I play Zombie Vampire, these cards become so good because this card becomes Prosperity for 8 in the mirror. And not only you see what your opponent is playing, but you have knowledge on what endboard you should end up, depending on the matchup. And if it mills like a Witch or a Snake Ayas, you can take them either with this or with this. So it's very good. You play the other Xyz, of course. And last links, one Anima. Sunlight Wolf, very good in this deck. You can add back Ash Blossom or Kirin from the graveyard if you mill it. Nightmare Phoenix, and 1 SP. Now, on the side deck, I played 1 Futso for Tempai, 3 Thrust with these targets, because these are all for Tempai, you don't want to lose. And basically for the mirror match, if you end up on a whole board and you activate this, they can't win. 3 Cosmics, because it's good for many matchups, Centurion, the mirror match of course, and it outs floodgates like Anti-Spell, Skill Drain, or Deck Lockdown, which are real threats, so this card should be played at 3 copies. 1 Duster, Thrust target, I might change this in the future, I don't know, but these are mandatory. 1 Anti-Spell as an extra floodgate, maybe this can be a Skill Drain. And lastly, I played 3 Purulias. Very good. Purulias were good, especially at my locals. So I went with this deck and I got first place. And my matchups were Stun, Mirror Match, Branded. I played against 1 Mermail and against a Tier Element, I think. I'm not sure. So I hope you like this deck profile. This deck is so fun for me, and to be honest, I've been having a lot of fun playing this deck. And soon I will have replays of local gameplay, and I hope you enjoyed as well. So if you like the deck, please comment down and like and subscribe.